Welcome back. So we're gonna be working in the garage today. This video is probably gonna be a 2-dayer because like right now it is slightly misting. It's raining. It's been off and on raining all day. I mean, it's wet, everything, car's wet. It's wet outside. So we're probably not gonna be able to get out and finish the video outside today. I'm hoping it'll be clear tomorrow, so we can get out and test this. So right here, Go Power Sports. This is the new setup for this. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna set this up right here. Probably put that on top of the bucket. We're gonna set it up right here. And then I'll get this open and we'll start to dig into fixing and rebuilding the mini bike. Okay, so here are our parts. So we've got new chain, new clutch, new rear sprocket. Thing looks huge. I mean, it's smaller. I mean, I know that one's, I mean, of course this has got bigger teeth, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully right around the same size. I just guessed at this crud. So, because that one's like a 72 and this one's a 60. So, but again, bigger teeth. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go ahead and start busting into this thing. Don't know. I mean, we're just gonna tear it apart. I mean, I don't know how this is going to change, like, the speed of this thing. We are going to, after we get it done, we are going to take it out and do a speed run. All these shims and all this kind of stuff in here. Gotta keep track of everything. So when to get like that, when to get like that. When to get like that, when to get like that. Next thing, where's my impact? So on this bike right here, my next thing after this is we're gonna upgrade the brake system on this. So this thing has just a regular, you know, style, like a bicycle. Pull a cord, clamps the brakes in, all that kind of stuff. I've already wore the brakes out on this thing. Like, the brakes are already gone. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this thing later. That's going to be the next project, is upgrade to, you know, like hydraulic style brakes, all that kind of stuff, and really get a good brake system on this thing. A little bit bigger. Also thicker. Man, that is a lot thicker. I'm probably gonna have to re-shim this thing and completely redo the rear end of this thing. Well, it's dark outside. and it's still raining. So this took me a lot longer than what I was expecting. So first thing I did is I ordered the wrong clutch when I ordered this. So comes with the 50cc comes with a 5/8 shaft, or I ordered 3/4. So basically what I did is I had to take that clutch apart, take the shaft out of it. This took me like way over an hour. Took the 3/4 shaft out of it and put the 5/8 shaft in the 420, you know, because basically, you know, you got the gears right here that are on the outside housing right here. The 420 gears are here, the 35 are here. So basically the easiest way to do it is just change the shaft out of the middle, which is right here. And basically you have to disassemble the whole thing. You know, this is the nut of the other one. So, but you know, there's spare clutches, all that kind of stuff. Now, got it together. This was way too tight. So needless to say, like before I had the chain roller on here. That chain roller is no longer on here. I mean, my chain ain't like super tight, but I don't think that it's lined up right. I think my chain is, the tire is farther out this way and the motor's farther that way. I think I still got some shimming to do. I'm going to probably see if this shim and this shim that are right here, if this one's smaller than that one, then that'll shim the whole motor over. So that's like my goal. And first, before I do it, I just want to see if this thing will freaking work before I tear the whole dang thing apart again. Because that's the thing. I really don't want to like get into this and tear this thing all apart if it doesn't work. So let's go ahead. Motor on. That's on. Turn the fuel on. Let's see if we can get this thing to at least fire off and move on its own power. Put it on start. Made all the neighbors hate me. Okay, so it did start. It moved on its own. I mean, did a little burnout, tore the paint off. So that does work. I guess next we're gonna go ahead. It's late. I'm gonna go ahead, call it a day. Tomorrow I'll pick up on this and see if I can. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at it like this. It does look pretty straight. I don't know. It looks straight as I don't know what when I'm sitting here like this looking at it. So it might be straight. The chain does have a little bit of play, so that's a good thing. Chain will stretch over time. I guess, man, exhaust fumes in here after that little bit. So I guess let's go ahead. We're gonna wrap it up for a day. Then tomorrow we'll go ahead in the daylight. We'll take it out, run it around the block a few times, and see how it performs. See if it actually like will work. We'll stay together. Should stay together. Better chain, you know, all that. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna clean up, call it a day. So catch you tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day, of course.
we've got the bike out. It's nice out, and we're going to take it for a little spin. We're not going to go on a speed run, nothing like that. Because two things. One thing, it's freaking cold outside. And then second thing is I want to do another modification before we do a speed run. So today we're just going to like take it out, cruise around, and make sure it works. So I sat the other day and measured from the chain over, kind of trying to see if I could square this thing up, make sure that it was as straight as possible. I'm pretty sure the chain is straight. It's maybe like, we'll say a 1/16 of an inch off, but it's pretty dang straight. So we're gonna leave it just the way it is. I'm gonna do that. The brakes are shot on this thing. So this thing has the original brakes that came with it, which is basically like a bicycle style brake. It's broken. So this thing has no brakes whatsoever. Which is all good. That's why another reason why we're not going to go on a speed run. This thing has no brakes. So we're just going to kind of go back into the woods and kind of cruise around for just a second. See if it still works. Everything good. Filled it up with, you know, ethanol-free gas. We should be good to go. Turn the gas on. It's going to take some time to get warmed up. Again, no brakes, so using my feet. So I took it out for a spin, went up and down here. I really need to go over there one day into the school where it's a lot more open. So the thing ran and drove good. I took it that little bit. I did open it up. Yes, I'm in dirt and not on street. I can tell this thing isn't as fast as it used to be. The gear ratio on this is different than what it used to be, which is fine. This is the off-road one. We're not looking for speed. So what it does is what it does. It works. I've got the big chain, which I do not have to worry about that braking compared to the little 35. So I'm sitting there thinking, this is pretty good. I can live with this. So I'm not going to complain about this at all. I'm happy with the outcome. Again, the only thing we're going to do, which is going to be in a future video, is I'm going to order the GoPro Sports, you know, brake setup for this thing, which will be basically the hydraulic setup. So it's a lot better setup. It'll work for that. When I probably order the brakes, I will order the filter setup and all that kind of stuff. Then we'll do a speed run. So once the new brakes are in and the new filter, then speed run. So I guess we'll end this video here. It works. I'm happy. We'll be out riding it some more. So we'll catch you in the next one.